Modern battlefields demand smarter ground vehicles and defenses, all at a scale, cost, and technological edge that traditional defense companies just haven't figured out. As a result, the United States Army is making serious adjustments to its flagship robotic combat vehicle program, designed as more or less autonomous tanks, treads and all. Years of development, tens of millions spent, gone. The reason? Too slow, too expensive, too over-engineered to ever deploy at scale. Instead, the Army handed contracts to 3 startups, none older than 5 years, to figure out ground autonomy. In this video, I'm covering Overland AI, Scout AI, and Allen Control Systems. Overland AI builds the autonomous driving brain for off-road military vehicles. Scout AI is building a foundational model, think ChatGPT, but for commanding robots. And Allen Control Systems makes AI-powered gun turrets that shoot down drones with bullets instead of missiles. These startups highlight a broader shift. The Pentagon is pushing for ready-to-field autonomy. Because if you look at the latest from Ukraine defense capabilities, these types of ground systems are beginning to see combat. Before we get into it, my name is Luke, and I cover news from the most important technology companies in aerospace and defense. Comment with a company or trend, and if there's enough good footage, I'll cover that next. Ground autonomy receives 45 times less funding than aerial autonomy, $210 million versus $9.4 billion in the 2026 budget. The reason is simple: off-road terrain is exponentially harder than airspace. Autonomous driving on a paved road is a solved problem. Autonomous driving at 30 miles per hour through wooded, GPS-denied ravines is not. During Army field tests, autonomous vehicles couldn't navigate switchbacks to cross a creek. A senior Army official admitted in 2024 that the industry is nowhere near where the people think they are in terms of off-road autonomy. Countering drones, both FPV and one-way drones like Shaheds, costs a lot. The reason? Interceptors are typically in the hundreds of thousands and jump to the millions when it comes to Patriot and THAAD systems. Ukraine has managed to use some pretty interesting ways to counter Russian Shaheds, but what about low-cost bullets? Overland AI. Born directly out of a DARPA program, Overland AI is already deploying systems with frontline Army units. Their core product is OverDrive, a vehicle-agnostic autonomy software stack that enables any military ground vehicle to navigate complex off-road terrain at speeds up to 45 miles per hour. They are addressing the unstructured nature of ground domains where there are no roads, GPS is likely denied, and terrain composition changes vehicle dynamics in real time. OverDrive uses LiDAR and camera fusion with 3 perception layers running real-time machine learning. ULTRA is their fully autonomous unmanned ground vehicle for hauling payloads, and it's been tested already in the Army's robotic combat vehicle trials. Overwatch is a command control interface for one operator to plan routes, deploy multiple UGVs, and retask them in real time. Spark is a hardware upfit kit that, combined with OverDrive, can turn any legacy vehicle, a vehicle like a Polaris Razor, into a drone-like autonomous UGV. In April 2024, Overland won an $18.6 million prototype agreement from the Army, selected alongside Anduril and Palantir. They partnered with Anduril to integrate electronic warfare and drones onto their Ultra vehicle. Scout AI takes a different approach. Their product is Fury, a vision language action foundation model. You talk to it, it drives the robot. The idea is one warfighter commanding many machines across domains using natural language. Voice or text in, motor commands out. Fury runs camera-only perception, no LiDAR, a single commercial off-the-shelf camera and a low-power inference chip. No GPS, no cloud connectivity. This seems to be the Tesla versus Waymo of vehicle autonomy. Fury enables a mixture of ground vehicles and aerial drones to communicate with each other. Fury is currently running on Textron UGVs, however, in partnership with Hendrick Motorsports, Scout AI is developing Nomad, their own UGV. Hendrick Motorsports has earned a record 14 NASCAR Cup Series championships, so it's quite the partnership. It also seems like there's some drone partnership co-development in the making too. In August 2025, Scout AI was awarded an Army UXS autonomy contract to integrate Fury onto infantry squad vehicles with potential follow-on procurement valued at $150 million. This is the same UXS autonomy program that Overland also won. In February 2026, Scout demonstrated a Fury orchestrator directing a ground vehicle and explosive drone to autonomously locate and destroy a target vehicle at a military base. Allen Control Systems. Allen Control Systems, ACS, addresses the economic imbalance of drone warfare. Not cheaper missiles, nor counter drones, and not high-powered microwaves, just bullets. Bullfrog achieves a cost per kill as low as $10. Think about it, it's the bullet. Bullfrog is an AI-powered robotic weapon system that transforms any existing firearm into a precision counter-drone system. Basically, machine guns that have an abundance of computer vision. M240s, an M250 cal, an M230 chain gun, or an M134 minigun. And we're beginning to see Apache helicopters down drones in this fashion using their machine guns on board. Computer vision handles detection and tracking, and a human authorizes the engagement. Unlike many counter-UAS systems that use active radar, Bullfrog relies on passive electro-optical and infrared sensors, meaning it does not emit signals that would reveal its position to the enemy. The military math here is obvious. Interceptor missiles cost $100,000 to $3 million per shot against drones that cost $1,000 to $50,000. From FPVs to one-way drones like Iranian Shaheds, Bullfrog reduces cost per kill to the price of a single bullet. And electronic warfare can't stop AI-programmed drones that don't rely on GPS or radio links. Kinetic defeat is the only reliable counter. Bullfrog is in low-rate initial production, LRIP, for the Army and Special Operations Command, SOCOM, which is a really positive sign, and they already have international customers. These three companies aren't interchangeable. They occupy different but connected positions. Overland AI and Scout AI are direct competitors. They're both selected and both won that Autonomy contract, and they're both building software that drives vehicles off-road without GPS. Overland bets on LiDAR plus camera sensor fusion, validated through 3 years of DARPA field testing. Scout bets on a camera-only foundation model that could theoretically command any robot in any domain. Allen Control Systems is complementary. An autonomous vehicle built by Overland or built by Scout driving through contested terrain would benefit from a system like a Bullfrog turret providing drone protection overhead. ACS has already tested on Abrams tanks and Bradley fighting vehicles. What connects all three is timing. Ukraine, Iran, the cartels, smarter systems that cost less, all engineered by the next generation of defense technology companies. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Even better, let me know what I missed and what companies and trends you're following. Thanks.